Greetings and salutations to all who have somehow happened to found this video. I don't know how you managed to do it, but congratulations, and you win a grand prize of absolutely nothing. And I figured I should tell everyone the story of how I got into anime. Now, this isn't going to be a very whimsical, very fun story. This is actually going to be kind of corny and kind of like weird. Uh, Buckle in if you're interested in the slightest bit, and cuddle and sit by the fireplace. Sit on Grandpapa's lap. Don't make it weird. It's not weird unless you make it weird, or unless he makes it weird. It's a mutual agreement between you two. But let's get on with the story. Let's start it off in fourth grade. When I was in fourth grade, I was 10 or 11 during this time, and my older sister got into anime. Now I'm not exactly sure how she got into it, but she started watching shows like Inuyasha on Adult Swim, or I Host Club and Wolf's Rain. She found all these shows and she started watching them on like the TV or the family computer that all of us kids shared. And I would watch them with her. Now I thought the shows were good. I thought they were fun. I thought they were entertaining. I didn't dig any deeper into the shows themselves, and I definitely didn't dig deeper into anime at all. Oh look, cute anime girl, I moved on with my life. Now, let's fast forward 3 years. I'm in a completely different place now. I've moved around a couple times. And during this time, I'm very, very, very depressed. Very lonely, very sad, and very bored. And just in an overall incredibly bad place. In every meaning of the word. And I was really bored one day. And my older sister, I think this is during the time I broke my arm. So I couldn't run around or do anything outside or anything like that either. So I was especially bored because the place I was living in was very bad, was very, very bad. And maybe I'll get into that story on a later date, but it was a not good place to live. And my older sister was like, hey, have you tried watching anime? And she recommended me an anime. And this anime is the one that actually got me into anime and started making me look for more animes. Now, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to guess on what that show may or may not have been. Starting now. Okay, now. It was Nisekoi. The anime that got me into anime was a little anime that some of you may know called Nisekoi. I watched the first season of it, and I watched it all in one go, and I loved every second of it. Now, the reason why I was so taken by this was because it was all so new. All the characters were funny, amusing, cheerful, happy-go-lucky, carefree, content. They're all positive, pure, innocent. They're all so, very idealized for me during this time. They're everything I wasn't, and they're everything that wasn't around me. Everyone around me was depressed, angry, suffering, including myself. And Nisekoi, all the characters were the exact opposite of everything I just saw and experienced. And I was very awestruck due to this because it was something that I never knew and I really wanted. Because during the time I first started watching anime, I was in a much better situation. My family wasn't doing too hot back during those times, but they were much better than they were back when I started watching anime. So it's just the time and the place that really got me into anime, I think. And I spent the entire summer break that year only watching anime. I never there's this little back room in the house, and I never left it. I only watched anime. And it was great. It was fantastic. I love it. I don't remember anything from that summer break, but I do remember that it was perfect and beautiful. But yeah, I started watching a lot more animes. I think I remember the first couple I watched. It was Nisekoi. I watched the second season of it, and I couldn't it was so underwhelming compared to the first season. So I never even finished the second season of Nisekoi. And I think the second one I watched was it Boku no Dekenai H or something like that? Something like that. And the third was Golden Time. The fourth was Oriaimo, which is a great way to start my anime journey off. That was pretty weird. I stopped watching it after a couple episodes. Then I returned to it because I heard what a giant meme it was in the anime community, and I started watching. I was like, and then it got weird. And then the ending ticked me off, but that's a different video for a different day, I feel. And it's all become a blur after that. But like, I started powering through series after series after series. I remember when I first started anime, I would watch the entire like series, with the exception of Nisekoi second season, even if I hated every second of it. That included the anime called Say I Love You. I hated that anime so much. It was so boring and so bland and annoying that I almost stopped watching anime after I watched it. And I think I watched Kaicho wa Maid-sama immediately after that, and I was like, never mind. I'm glad I never left. This has made up for it perfectly. Kaicho wa Maid-sama, in case you didn't know, is a wonderful shoujo anime, and you should definitely check it out if you haven't already. But again, I digress. But yeah, that about finishes that up. I started watching more and more anime, and then I started, I think I started playing visual novels once I got my laptop. Because I was watching anime on a tablet. And then when I got my first laptop, I started playing visual novels. And after that, I started playing JRPGs, and then it was a pretty weird descent into all the anime niches, a weird order which I went. I think the final one I read was manga. So yeah, a weird descent into the chaos that is the anime world. But yeah, I just feel like I should say that story, because why not? It's a weird story, and I figured I might as well say it, because I do remember the story on how I got into anime pretty clearly. That's going to do it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I do upload these things daily, unless something happens to me. And yeah, I think that's going to call it quits for today. I do hope you enjoy the video, and farewell.